And I think my strength came from my ability to always look forward as opposed to sitting in what happened. We're taking it there because it's important.
Okay.
I never even thought about a gym.
If you could get every person to stop believing one thing, one lie about fitness, what would it be?
The lie is,
It's me, Tracy, and when I get on the mic, you know we about to have a good time tonight. Real talk, real growth, that's a fact. So go ahead now, sit back and relax. Hanging with us, you'll see that nothing is impossible, because together we become unstoppable. You know that taking action is the objective, so get ready for the Breakthrough Collective.
Hello, and welcome to the Breakthrough Collective, where your story matters, your courage counts, and your next chapter starts now. I am sitting today with Leticia Roman. Now, that's her government name, but we call her Lety. And Lety is the co-founder and creator of Sersana. And she has completely reimagined what fitness can be. Born in New York, based in Mexico, Lety has built something that is rare, a community where movement isn't about performance. It's about transformation. In this conversation, we're diving into what it really takes to shift from chasing results and instead build a life rooted in purpose. And also talk about what she means when she says movement is medicine and the breakthrough that has changed her life forever. Listen, I can't. Mi gente, dice hola a mi amiga.
Hola todos, ¿cómo están?
Don't be jealous. Okay, so what's going on?
What's going on? Well, you know, I arrive in New York.
Yes, I snatch her up.
After
when was the last time you were
here?
here?
Like a year and a half since I've been in New York.
Yeah.
And you snatched me up, but I've been watching you. Okay. And I was like, I hope I get to do Tracy's podcast.
And here we are. Here we are. Listen, should we just dive right in?
Let's dive right in.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so.
Oh my God, first question.
But are you ready? Functional training is everywhere now, right? But you started developing the Sersana Method back in 2003. Has it been that long?
Actually, no, it hasn't been that long. Actually, it was 2000, I would say 2007 is when it really kind of came together.
Okay.
But it wasn't Sersana yet. It was my own kind of like discovery of how to train my body in a way that was sustainable.
Okay.
Science-based, which was really important, and fun.
Right.
Like not to be boring.
Yeah, because sometimes when people are working out, it's like a chore.
Yeah.
And they don't want to do it. They'll maybe start off strong, which happens at the beginning of each new year. You start off strong.
Exactly.
And then trickle off. Yeah.
Well, I think, you know, like when you talk about functional training, there's so many things.
Yeah.
There's so many things that are involved in functional training. But, you know, you bring in strength training, you bring in resistance training, interval training. It's like all of that. And basically what I found was, now this is funny because in my first baby's dad.
Yeah. No. We taking it all the way there.
Okay, we're taking it.
Got it.
We're taking it there because it's important.
Okay.
I never even thought about a gym because I was a dancer. So like class, going to class, doing your little things. I remember when Pilates came into the picture, White Cloud here in New York. And I was always like, oh no, honey, I'm not going to a gym and lifting weights. I don't want to be bulky. I don't want to be, you know.
Same.
But I started, when I started dating my
baby's daddy,
my first baby Danny, he was a professional athlete. And he, on the off season, was constantly training with amazing trainers.
Got it.
So during that time, I had this access to these like incredible trainers with all this knowledge about the body. And when I was at SUNY Purchase, I did a minor in kinesiology. So like, I always kind of was interested in how the body, other than being a dancer, obviously, but like how you built strength and avoided injury and all that stuff, right? Kind of like the smaller stuff, like the ligaments, the tendons, and all that.
Yeah.
But when I started dating him, it was like the off season, it was this intense training where we would go to the gym and I would see how he could change his body in 3 months. It was like he would get fat and he get real skinny.
He would be eating the
He
stuff
would, on the off season, he'd get like very heavy and then would train and get snatched like,
Right.
and it was all the nutrition and the particular type of training, which basically was functional strength training.
So let me jump in.
Okay.
Would you recommend that? Like, is there an issue with gaining weight and then losing it, gaining
Yes.
weight? And, okay.
I'll tell you in the future what happened.
Okay.
So that whole thing, it just amazed me how the body could change so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So with that base as something that I kind of like educated myself on, and I trained with these guys, they certified me. So I always had that kind of thing on the side.
Right.
And it was something that I observed, I studied. I said, wow, well, that's interesting. Actually, in 3 months, and this is real, in 3 months, you can change completely, not just your body, I mean, but your habits. So like where you can change to the point where your habits are completely different.
And when you say habits, you mean your eating habits?
Eating habits, exercise habits, how you sleep,
Yes.
how you start your day, how you end your day. And with the 3 month span, it really sticks.
Yeah.
It sticks after that. The quick fix never works.
Right.
But when you take a time span where it's like 3 months in exercise and any type of training is kind of the most efficient to get to that place. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I learned with him. And when I learned that, it came into kind of my own lifestyle when I realized that I needed to figure out something to do to get myself back in shape.
Yeah.
After my second child is like 2007. After her is when I realized that I needed to figure out a workout program for myself.
Okay.
And that's when I started creating my own method, which was a little bit of everything.
What was it initially called?
It wasn't called anything.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yes, it was.
Oh,
Wait. This is funny.
Okay.
So when I first started, like when I moved to Mexico, that's a whole nother story. But when I moved to Mexico, my first client, the first person I ever trained, I changed her body in 3 months. Like it was that 3 month thing. And I changed her food, her habits, the way she, kind of how she started the day. I went into her kitchen, cleared it out. So it showed her how to shop and whatever.
Yes.
And she was like, so I started to get more clients because her body got snatched. All her friends were like, okay,
what's
wait,
going on, Miss Honey?
What's going on? Right? So I started to build a clientele as a personal trainer. And I said, she's like, oh, what are you going to call it? I was like, oh, I don't know. Like, what could I call it? I could call it Lety Body Fit. Body Fit by Lety.
Yeah.
Like it was like a bunch of the Roman method. Like it kind of went through all this stuff. And I stuck with Body Fit by Lety for a little while. And it was just, I wasn't actually like trying to create a business or trying to create, I just really enjoyed.
Can you not move my fake plants? Thanks.
I like, I really enjoyed helping people get to their goals and feel good and change their habits and everything. And I started to kind of get into the education part of it. So Body Fit by Lety was around for a while. And Sersana came after I teamed up with my business partner.
Okay.
And we looked for a name.
Anna.
Ana Jimena.
Yeah. I love it.
So
I love
that's a little bit of the story.
That's a little bit of the story.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I think that what made you believe in something before the market was ready for it? And how did you survive the years when no one got it?
Well,
because
I'll tell you,
it takes time.
That's interesting because the thing is, in
what
New
happened
York,
was
what happened was is that in New York, the market was already getting saturated at the time that I was in Mexico City.
Okay.
So in Mexico City in 2007, there was no boutique fitness. There was nothing really that even came close to what Sersana.
So you came in at the right time.
We came in at the right time. Well, I came in with this type of training that I was doing. Nobody was doing it. Like,
I love it.
as a personal trainer, I was basically I was integrating everything into their training. It wasn't just, I go to their house, do a little thing, and leave, right? It was like, this is what you're going to eat. This is what you're going to try and do. This is how you're going to try and start your day, blah, blah, blah.
Because if someone does one aspect of their life, if they're training, but they're not eating right,
Exactly.
it's not going to work.
I always gave them kind of like an 80-20 or 80-15-5. Like it was kind of like that, where it was 80% is your nutrition. 80%.
Wow.
What you put into your body is everything in terms of trying to set goals for yourself, trying to be healthy, trying to have like a preventative medicine, basically. And then you have like the 15%, which is exercise, and the 5% is sleep. So it's like all of that, those three things are vital for anything you want to do pertaining to your body.
And when you say sleep, what is the ideal amount of sleep that you would say that
amount of
someone
sleep,
should get?
I mean, there's the specialists that say that, 7 to 8 hours. But in my experience for myself, 7 to 9 hours for me gives me sufficient time to like recover.
Right. So everyone is different.
Yeah. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
And you also have to adjust it to your lifestyle because I do know that there are people that
They're working
just
two
can't do
jobs.
that.
Yeah.
So, it's all relative.
Yeah.
But in general, especially if you're an athlete or if you're somebody who works on a level physically, dancer, performer, you have to get that recovery time. Otherwise, your body just stays in stress mode.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel very like...
You're professional.
Very professional.
Listen, she be knowing stuff and stuff.
I know stuff and stuff sometimes.
Okay, so listen, you're Brooklyn-born, right?
Brooklyn-born.
Nuyorican who built a thriving fitness business in Mexico, and that we'll dive deeper into that a little bit more. But you grew up navigating two different cultures, so I want you to talk about that. And what did you learn about strength that you could not learn in any gym or anything like that? And how does the definition of strength show up in the way that you live and you lead, because you're leading a community right now.
Yeah. Well, that's a very layered question because
we'll share as much
I grew
as
up. I grew up poor. I'm half Puerto Rican, half Jewish. My mom's from Portland, Oregon, and my mother was a political is still revolutionary political activist. I grew up with the Young Lords, which was like the Latin version of the Black Panthers, and my mom was involved in the Panther Party. Like, I grew up kind of like always seeing resilience, seeing, how you had to be strong in order to help other people deal with the world.
Yes.
Now,
So you've been in community
I've been in
your
community
entire
my
life.
whole life.
Yeah.
And, and also understanding like the way I was born, what I look like, how much easier it was for me than people in my family or whatever. And like, I think that I always grew up with a consciousness of people and being together and unity and all that. So I think, very young, my father was a drug addict. So very young, my mom was always very open with me about it. She was, she just told me what was up.
Right.
She's like, he's high, he's on drugs. I'm like, why? He has a problem.
Right.
Sat me down with him. I asked my dad why he does drugs. He said, because I'm sick.
Oh, man.
And I can't. I was like, if you love me, you'll stop.
Right.
He was like, it has nothing to do with you. So I fortunately had this like very open relationship.
That was very mature.
It was very mature.
Yeah.
Of my mom too. Like,
yes.
And, kind of always understanding in my own head, like, I don't want to do that.
Which
I don't
is
want to
great.
be that.
Yes.
I'm going to do something else.
Because a lot of times we do fall into, what our parents or peers.
It's a cycle.
Yeah.
And, very young, Tracy, like I always, I grew up in the hood, like with my cousins, all like when the crack epidemic happened, like I was kind of up in all that mix, but I was a dancer and I had a talent. that I knew that because of this talent,
Yeah.
it was going to take me somewhere. And I didn't
You
know
couldn't
where.
mess with that shrine. You can mess with your body. Yeah.
No, I was like, I had this vision. I was like,
love that.
okay, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to do that.
You were setting goals.
No fear.
Okay.
Yeah, setting goals very
Yeah.
young, but no fear. Like I always kind of had this attitude like, I'm not scared. I'll try it. If it doesn't work, And I think my strength came from my ability to always look forward as opposed to sitting in what happened. You know what I mean? Like my only way to...
And you were never playing a victim.
No.
Right.
Never.
Yeah.
I never played the victim. And I always was kind of like, okay, well, that happened to me. What am I going to learn from that? And how am I going to... I'm going to just keep going forward and not dwell on what happened. So I think that that kind of strength and resilience, also seeing my mom, single mom, like doing her thing, playing her music, always going after what it, helping people. That was my mom. So I think I kind of like went into that in my own version. No?
Mm-hmm.
And I got into LaGuardia High School, which a lot of your guests have described. We all do come from LaGuardia. But
yes.
LaGuardia High School saved my life.
Yes.
But as a
amazing.
13-year-old, I said, well, it's either I'm going to go to the local high school or I'm going to go audition for LaGuardia.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, I'm going to audition and I'm going to get in.
Mm-hmm. And that you
I got
did.
in.
That you did.
Yes, I did.
Someone said, I don't know if it was Dr. Polson, but someone said, we chose the high school, but then also the high school chose us. Because you have to audition. It's not easy to get, especially back then.
No,
it was not easy.
It was not easy. My audition, I remember my audition and who was in my audition.
Okay, were you 5, 6, 7, and 8?
I was like, okay, so so my audition, I think I must have been on point in point shoes for like 3 years at that point. I started at 10. And I had just did the Nutcracker. So I had just did the Nutcracker in my local ballet school, Dolly Dinkle. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, was that the name of it, Dolly Dinkle?
No, it was called, it was called the Dance Studio in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And I did the thing I did in the Nutcracker.
Right.
So
like, why change it?
Yeah.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
I was like, okay, I'm going to do, they were like, what's your audition piece? I'm like, I'm doing the Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker. They were like, oh, okay. So I was like, dun, 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 dun. And I did that. And then I was like, I'm very versatile. I can also do,
I can touch my
I can
nose
also
with
do
my
a
tongue.
jazz piece from, and I was like,
no. Wait, is that Joe Lantieri? Yes, that's Joe Lantieri. Not Joe Lantieri. You pulled him out.
he said, dun, dun. That was his warm up.
That was his warm up, and don't play with him.
God.
That is so
Yeah, I
funny.
used to take Joe Lantieri at steps.
At steps, yes.
But anyway, so they were like, oh, okay, she's diverse or whatever. I sat down. Like, I was just very confident.
I knew I was getting it. I felt it in my bones.
But anyway, and I saw, the dancers that came, like all different types of dancers. There was one girl who was breakdancing. There was another girl who was doing a modern piece. Like, it was very eclectic. And the thing that I loved about LaGuardia is that they really saw talent.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to be like a high-level dancer, but they saw potential and they would pull those kids. And I think that's a special part about LaGuardia.
It is. Yeah. No, it was fierce. It was fierce. We had some great teachers.
Amazing.
You've been building Sersana for almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
Right?
No, for basically.
2000.
Oh my God.
One carried the 2.
Yeah.
So you have survived so many trends, right?
So many.
Which any trends or pivots and so many challenges.
Right.
What's one moment early on when you thought this might not work, and what made you decide to keep going anyway?
Early on.
Yeah. So
Well, it's funny
let's say
because early on-
2007 to 2002.
Well, it's funny because early on, I never thought it wouldn't work.
I love that.
But I'll tell you what
It's
it
that
was.
same confidence from the audition.
Yeah, I was like, this shit's going to work, honey. 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I will tell you. I thought to myself, because we were starting a brand. as opposed to me being a personal trainer. And I was working in just groups, like boutique fitness. So taking my personal training experience to bring it into a class setting, I had already had some experience with groups of people in like an apartment building, and they had like a party space.
Oh, yeah.
So I would do the class there.
The rec rooms.
Yeah, there was like a rec room, and I would set it up all nice with like a mat with. No, honey, I'd get there an hour early, and I would set it up with the radio, and they would walk in. I'd be like, "Good morning," and it, like walking into a studio.
Yeah.
So very early on, I kind of like always wanted that experience, you know. So when we started as a brand, and we started our first group of what this was going to be. Because Sersana originally was going to be a digital platform in Mexico where they had nothing in Spanish that was actually good quality information. We kind of like, the idea was kind of like a Mind Body Green, but in Spanish. I don't know if you know that website, but there's a platform called Mind Body Green here in the States.
Okay.
And it's basically wellness. It's like how to eat, how to sleep,
Nice.
you know, what are the, you know, the new science and this and that. And in Mexico, there was nothing like that. So our idea was I would be the exercise part of that, and I would create something for that. And my business partner was she had been working for many years in the digital part of a television company.
Oh, nice.
So she had that
She was
part.
the perfect
It was
partner.
it was a perfect match. But one of the first things we did to introduce this was a happening, like a physical happening. And I was like, let's do an intensive, which I do with my clients. And we invite a group, and for 3 months, we work them out. We give them a nutrition program. We do a little before and after and see how it goes. And it was like,
so they were your founders.
they were like the
founding-
first
yeah.
generation, you know? And that was
Not founders,
where,
but
that's where it blew up. Like from there, everybody had such a drastic change in their bodies and how they felt and the type of class it was. It was like nobody was doing that. So that was the first thing. And we kind of never thought, oh God, what if it just was like we flowed?
You knew
we let it flow. And the first time that we said, oh my God, what are we going to do is when the pandemic happened.
Yeah.
Because as we started to open studios, it's like you have 5 studios running in a city and then it shuts down. It was like, okay, well, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
And literally when that happened, I remember the day that my partner came to take class. And I said, did you hear that we need to close the studios? And she looked at me, she goes, yeah, I heard. I was like, well, let's close. But tomorrow, I'm going on Instagram. No, tomorrow, I'm going live on Instagram, and we're going to do a class and see what happens.
Yeah.
Tell everybody, just come. You were going to go to class tomorrow. Come take class with me. Free.
Right.
Like not charging, not private. Like we opened it completely to everyone.
I love it.
And it was amazing because a lot of people didn't know what Sersana was. They thought it was yoga. And Sersana means be healthy.
Yes.
Am I looking the right camera?
Wait.
Is this one?
I think
Be healthy. But Sersana means
You better be healthy.
Right? You better be healthy.
So no McDonald's.
No McDonald's, honey. And so people started to see what it was, that it actually is functional training. It's unisex. Everybody can do it. And it blew up. We actually did better in the pandemic. You know, like we just went boom.
Right.
So I think that was the moment where I thought, okay, what are we going to do? Like, is this going to work? So the trend after that became everybody went online. Because when they saw, a lot of people went on Instagram, but they were charging people.
Right.
We were free.
Right.
So during that,
you got a bunch of extra people.
We got a lot of people just training. And then when they realized how good it was, we opened like 2 or 3 weeks later our digital platform so that people could come, they would pay to have a program, and then we could pay our trainers. Like we actually had like 30 families living off of our platform. So it was amazing.
Okay.
So that was the moment where, and that was after Sersana was established in 2014, like as a brand. And now we're still there. We got our digital platform still running. Amazing.
I love it. I love that. So everyone is selling transformation in 30 days, right?
In 3 days.
Like,
alrighty then. Oh,
in 2 hours. In 2 hours.
In 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes. Quick flat. But you're building, you build Sersana around what you call well living. You call it well living as opposed to fitness.
Exactly.
Right? What does real lasting change actually require that quick fixes skip over?
Well, I mean, a quick fix is exciting. No, that's why so many people are doing that Ozempic thing, right?
Yes, yeah.
It's exciting. You feel great, but then what? No, you have to maintain
it. If you can't sustain it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, if you can sustain it, there are some that can.
Yeah.
They'll get that quick fix and then they'll sustain it for whatever. But if it comes from a place where, okay, there's plants. I move my hands a lot. The thing is with well living is basically understanding that if you have particular healthy habits in your life, you will have them for the rest of your life, which means there's no quick up, quick down. You actually have a steady maintaining of your life, which is the healthiest way to live.
Right.
The healthiest way. It's longevity. If you want longevity, it's a process that you're constantly doing.
Yeah.
Now, a quick fix is living an unhealthy life. And then you go, oh, okay, I have a wedding.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut out all carbs and I'm going to work out 2 hours a day and I'm going to, not drink water before the wedding. Like all these crazy things that people do in order to get what they feel snatched before something. And then
a temporary fix.
And then it all goes back.
Yeah.
And sometimes worse, And
then also when some people do like a quick fix, their skin, like it doesn't like, it's not a natural transition.
Yeah.
So for some people, it doesn't make them look good.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that back in the day, it was kind of more drastic with dietary stuff and like, what you can't have, always like what I can't have that because I'm in a diet or I can't do this because, whereas it's all about, yes, I can, and I can do it once in a while.
Everything in moderation.
Moderation is key. And to have a consistency in your life. Consistency is everything. Like whatever you do, if you stay consistent, why I keep hitting everything? I'm like,
bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang, bang. But if you have consistency in your life, you don't have to do anything drastic, you know? So I think well living is basically finding, I think it's also very individual. I think each person has a different process. Yeah. I think what's healthy in general, but what is specific to Tracy isn't the same that's specific to Lety, right?
Okay.
Right? We may have something different.
Yes.
But bioindividualism, I think that's really important for people to understand because what something works for one does not work for the other.
Right.
And it's finding in your lifestyle what makes you feel good, what makes you look good, where you feel balanced.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. Instead of like pushing something that just doesn't work for you.
Balance is key.
It's like me, I'm saying, Tracy, why aren't you doing my digital platform? What's going on? You're like, because I don't like to take classes in my house. Okay, I get it. Why aren't you doing my classes online? What's going on?
She is trying to sneak that in because
I had to sneak it in. I'm like, Tracy, I have the best exercise platform
in the entire world.
Doing it. No, in the world, honey. In the world. No. In the universe.
I know. I have to get on it.
Yeah. We'll show you guys what that is.
Okay, yeah.
I'll do a little routine.
Yes. We'll get it done.
All right.
So you danced professionally for years.
Híjoles, many years.
Yes. Yeah.
We even danced together.
I know. Oh,
We
Wait,
did a couple
horse
shows
and
together.
carriage.
Horse and carriage. Mamacita. Senorita. Wait, what else? We did comic relief together.
Oh,
we were
yeah,
just-
with Jack Black. Yeah.
Yeah, but we were just like girls in a dress, right? We were just like, wow.
No, but we also we were with Jack Black. We were dancing with the schoolgirl outfit
Oh,
on.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
What was that song?
It's something that he made up. It was
I have
for...
pictures from it.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
too.
send it to you so
Yeah.
you can put it in the
Okay,
thing.
yeah. We add the
You're gonna put
pictures
it in the thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so as a dancer, it sometimes it meant ignoring pain and pushing through. Now you teach the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
What did you have to unlearn about your own body before you could teach anyone else?
That's interesting because that's interesting, Tracy, by the way. When I was a dancer, okay. So when I was a dancer, I had like 3 different careers.
Yes.
All right.
You
So I
have
was
to as a dancer.
but I was like a classical ballet dancer.
Yeah.
Like not classical, but more contemporary.
Mhm.
And I was on point. I danced for years with, that whole thing. It's like the blisters on the feet,
Especially if you were doing point.
and honey, that was
Point. I
wanna
found my
talk about
point shoes
pain?
and tried to put them on. And I was like, how did I
Honey,
do this?
No, you were talking like blisters, bleeding, couldn't
Yes.
wear sandals on the train. People laugh at me. They'd be like, ew, look at your feet. Like, like it was painful in that sense.
Mhm.
Pushing through
Yeah.
because you had to figure it out, right?
Mhm.
And then I was a modern dancer and I danced with the Graham Company and the Merce Cunningham. I was doing all that.
Yes.
And I never got injured in terms of pain, knees,
Mhm.
anything like that. It was always my feet cracked or blistered. I suffer from that. I don't know why. I was always like,
Because you didn't
why are
lotion
my
up.
feet-
That's probably
Yeah,
what it is. You weren't
ashy.
lotioning.
I had
If
ashy
you were
feet and
ashy,
they were cracked.
that's how it gets easy to crack.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, yeah.
But if I put lotion, I slip. So I'll be like, okay,
No, so what you have to do is you
No,
have to
actually-
lotion up ahead of time.
right. So it dries a little bit.
Yes,
and
it
then
dries a little
it's
bit.
sticky.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it'll help you turn too.
Yes. So I had that.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I had that. That's a good tip.
No,
By the way, dancers, lotion the feet, let them
Yes.
dry. Okay.
Yes.
and then I went into the whole jazz hip hop industry, right?
Mhm.
And that was for me very easy.
Yeah.
Like for us, it
Yes.
was like
Easy transition, yeah.
Yeah, it was like an easy transition, not as much rehearsal.
Yeah.
You could eat in a rehearsal room. I
Right.
mean, it was just like a whole nother story. The discipline was different.
Very.
And what I did learn was the opposite, was actually the more I would have, had I been more focused on my strength training and keeping my body fit, I would have had more stamina
Okay.
and more condition back then. Because
okay.
I remember doing a show. With Diana. Do you remember Diana Bologna?
Of course.
Okay. So me and Diana did Two Unlimited, which was like,
Oh my
which was
God.
like, do you remember them?
Yeah. That's when all the songs were like 10 minutes long. And you're
So
like,
I did a show where I swear to God, I don't think I rested for 8 songs. It was like sweating, cardio. Diana was like, and I was dying through each show.
but she
my
was
point-
fine.
She was fine.
Well, she used to do gymnastics. though.
Yes.
Yes.
And she was on the Knicks, I think.
Yeah. But
right?
the Knicks
And she was
helped
giving you
with
tricks.
everything.
She was
yes.
like jumping like
yes.
like this. And I was like, I'd like do a pirouette and I'd be like,
No, the Knicks, we talked about that. The Knicks did it for us. Like
Yeah.
it did so much like
condition. I bet.
conditioning. Yeah.
So for me, it was the opposite. Like I wish I would have known that kind of exercise and conditioning would have helped me.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't been injured in my life, except no, that's a lie.
Okay.
A year ago, I had a sprain in my hip
Okay.
from thinking I was cute,
and
it
it
wasn't
wasn't splat.
It wasn't even in Sersana. I was doing acro yoga, and I was like, "Oh, dancer!
Right.
I'm flexible, honey." Mr. Thing had me with the feet in a split.
No,
I was
and you were
like,
like,
I said,
oh,
and I sprained my hip. I was
You
out
said,
for a month.
No. That is not
Like
cute.
I did like a desgarrar is like a sprain.
Yeah.
I sprained my hip just from doing acro yoga. I'm like, why am I trying to think that I'm an acro yoga person? Anyway,
You were showing out.
I was trying.
I love it.
But anyways,
So you're a mother,
yes.
a businesswoman, a coach, a creative. When everything's competing for your attention, what's the one non-negotiable that keeps you from burning out, and how did you figure out that boundary?
One non-negotiable for sure
Mm.
is taking some alone time
Mm.
and just being with myself, even if it's just 10 minutes. Like just taking a moment to connect with myself for a second, because I need my alone space.
Mm-hmm.
Like my children are my priority always. Like whether it's my classes, my business, whatever. But even with my kids, like I need my non-negotiables. I need to take, like the morning is where I love to get up and be by myself, have my little water with lemon, have a coffee alone.
Do you usually get up before everybody
I get
else?
up before everybody.
Okay.
I'm always up at like 4:30 a.m. And you're like, what? 4:30 a.m.
I'm still sleeping.
I start my day. And I take that time to kind of like, kind of think about, okay, what does my day look like? What am I going to do today? And I try and always, and I know this sounds real corny, but it's what it is.
It is what it is.
I say, I decide to have a good day.
Okay. No, that's not corny, because mindset
my day,
and having a positive outlook is important.
And I know, it really is a decision.
Yeah.
Like I can be like, I don't want to get up. Like I hate this day.
Yeah.
Or you go, I'm awake.
I'm
healthy. I got my things together. I'm having my coffee. Like how lucky am I?
So if you're getting up at 4:30, what time are you going to bed?
Well,
I mean, I know it's not set, but
I've
ideally.
I mean, obviously there's moments where like I'll go out sometimes or whatever and I'll
go out to the
club. Yeah. The club. Honey.
Drop it like it's hot or lukewarm.
The club. Honey. Clubs are only in New York. But like maybe I'll stay out till 11:30. It all depends.
Okay.
If I'm teaching the next day, I'm not going anywhere. Like I'll go out till 10 and I go back home. But I usually sleep around 9. Like I try and my latest is 10. But like I try and get to bed at 9.
No, that's perfect.
And I wake up at 4:30, take my time. I hate to rush. I like to have my things together.
Yeah.
So that's my non-negotiable. It's my morning.
I love that. So people say that Sersana feels like a sisterhood as opposed to a gym, right? So
that's cute.
What's one specific thing that you do in the first 5 minutes, or even if it's not the first 5 minutes, but what is something that you do when you initially meeting like someone that's new that's coming to your class, either online or in person, and that makes them feel like they already belong to your community?
That's interesting, because I think that is kind of like the difference between.
You kind of touched upon that when you were talking about the body fit.
Yeah.
You got there early. When they walked in, you were saying good morning, but
something very which I had to kind of like observe myself, which when I was putting together the certification to become a Sersana trainer, part of the most important part of it is
for others to become
a trainer.
Got it.
Is how you relate to the client. What is the client's experience and how do they feel?
Yes.
Because when someone feels something, that they never forget.
Right.
Yeah. So for me, and it's genuine.
And
it's
you're
not
going
like I'm
with
putting
them
on a show.
on this journey.
Yeah.
So, you have to
I make somebody
conscious of what you're
feel
doing.
like when somebody comes into my classroom, when it's me, I'm just talking about me right now. I immediately, especially if I don't know the person, I connect with every single person.
I love that.
I ask your name, how you doing? I remember what what their life is. Like if they're a client that comes all the time, I know who they are.
Yes.
And I try throughout the class to constantly connect, looking people in the eye, laughing with them, keeping it light, making them feel supported, not that they can't do it. Like if they're struggling with something, I'm like, I'll go correct them, show them you can do it less intense. You can do it till you feel it, like, and I think that empathy, that feeling of, not everybody's you and not everybody can do that. And not everybody feels confident in a class. Like
Yes.
they want to
That
feel
group setting, especially if you're an introvert, that's
it can be
overwhelming.
but if they feel supported by the person who's controlling the energy, I think that's the difference.
Yeah. I love that. You are raising 2 daughters.
Am I?
Yes. How crazy.
Even though one of them's already
Well, yeah.
grown
Yeah.
adult,
She's but you're still teaching stuff.
Still.
Yeah, it's ongoing. It's never ending.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you're teaching them about resilience, purpose, self-trust that you wish that someone had taught you?
Well, one thing I have to say is I learned so much from my mom about that. But I think with my kids, just observing, just kind of being part, we're very close.
Yeah.
So they share a lot in the experience that is my life. And I think just being an example is everything.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're seeing you continue to build this business, go after your dreams, and you're keeping it moving. So
they see me living
you're their
healthy.
best role model.
They see me taking care of myself.
Yeah.
They feel me also taking care of them, like, and balancing it all out. And I think the most important is if you want your children to be good people, compassionate people, strong,
have empathy for others.
You have to show that.
Yeah.
You are the
Be an
example.
example. Yeah.
That's what I think.
I love that.
Oh, thanks.
Qué linda. And you have 2 beautiful girls. Like
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So you work with bodies every day, but you also work with the stories people tell themselves about their body.
Oh, yeah.
If you could get every person to stop believing one thing, one lie about fitness, what would it be?
What would it be? Well, I think the most important thing, especially when it comes down to fitness, with social media right now and the visuals that people see all the time, they think fitness is this.
Yeah.
Fitness is you have to look like this, or you have to be doing this,
right.
And I think the lie is that you have to look a certain way. Whereas the truth is you have to get to a place for yourself where you feel healthy, where you feel energy, like you feel energetic, where your body is in the place that your body is at its best. And it's to stop making a person your example of where you want to be. It's more like knowing that your personal journey is going to be different than someone else's personal journey. And what I try and talk to my clients about is I'm like, here, you're going to be the best body you can be. You're not going to be me. You're not going to be that person. You're not going to be the person you see on TV. But where you personally get into the best shape of your life is going to be that body. And to love it.
And it's not just physical, it's also mental.
It's all mental.
Yeah.
Because once you accept that, like once you get to that place, it's liberating. It's like when you actually get to a place where you go, you know what? I'm feeling good. Like, and that doesn't have a shape.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't have a form or shape, because you could see somebody snatched, looking good or whatever, and they're miserable. They're not happy. They have a horrible, you know. And I think that that mind-body connection, just from the beginning, if you can accept yourself and do the best that you can do for yourself, because that's also a thing.
Like, it is. A lot of people have a problem doing that. Like, the confidence is key.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, like taking off the pressure of trying to look like somebody and taking on the pressure of feeling good.
Yes.
That's the difference.
Yes. Worry about yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about her.
All right.
All right.
You're fine. You're fine. So this series that I'm doing with the Breakthrough Collective is about breakthroughs in health. Looking back, when did you realize that fitness isn't really about the body at all? It's about something deeper. What is that for you?
Wow. Well, it's funny, Tracy, because, you know, I came from the ballet world and I came from, you know, dancer world in the 80s was like the skinnier, the better, like don't eat or, you know, just be vegetarian. Like, you know, I went through all that stuff. And I think in my journey, especially not only with myself, because I think I had very young, a very healthy relationship with my own body. But, you know, I think that I lost the question. Perimenopause.
Oh, Nana. Oh, we're getting old.
What was that? No. Oh, okay.
Wait. Okay.
What was the thing?
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking back, when did you realize that?
Okay, when did I realize?
Isn't really about the body at all, but it's about something deeper. And what is that for you?
Okay. So
action.
Okay. So what that comes back to is what I had just said.
Yeah.
What basically.
So I said it right. Yeah.
So it was the other question.
Yeah.
But basically what it comes down to is that relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
Is fitness, fitness has many reasons why people get fit.
Yeah.
Okay. There's the athlete. There's the athlete that wants to better their speed, higher, you know, they want to jump higher. They want to make it to that, you know, that time.
Yeah.
And then you have people who want to get their bodies in shape because they want to look good. They want to feel good. They want to, you know.
Just had a baby.
They just had a baby. They want to get back to their body.
Yeah.
And I think ultimately, the most important thing is that we have to understand that if we are not connected to ourself, meaning how we feel, how our body is, like how our energy is, right? I think you can get lost in just thinking that if you go to the gym, you do 3 squats, you get on the thing, you're going to be happy. And really, it comes way deeper than that. It comes from an understanding that if you have a healthy body and a healthy mind, you are guaranteed to be able to live a happier life, a more productive life, and one that allows you to be there for others. And I think that once you're there for yourself, you will be able to be there for others.
Yes.
And for me, I've always worked in the service industry. I feel like I'm a person that, for me, giving service to others makes me happy.
Yeah.
But it did start with me getting in touch with myself before
and
I could really
with yourself.
Checking in.
Yeah.
If I don't check it, I keep hitting this thing. Do you hear it when I hit? No.
I don't think so. Wolf would have said something.
Okay. All right, Wolf.
You're fine. Okay. So we're checking in with ourselves. So what is something, before we wrap, what is a challenge that you can give to our listeners? Something small that they can do today or this upcoming week.
A challenge? For some, a challenge may be getting up in the morning a little earlier, taking a few deep breaths before you get out of bed, connecting with what you're feeling that morning, knowing that you woke up, you have a whole day in front of you, that you should feel blessed, that is what you have. Gratitude is everything.
Okay.
So living with gratitude, I think.
And so, but if someone happens to be in the bed with someone else, should they go into like the living room or to a different space where they are?
Just
If the
sit
guy
up.
snores, I'm not just saying.
Oh,
I'm just giving
no,
an example
honey.
of the set. I don't know why they just popped into my head.
If that person's snoring, they got no sleep.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
They need to change.
Go into
their
the other room.
Go sleep in the living room. No,
Find another mate.
no, but literally, it's just a moment. It's not like action. You just sit up and you go, okay,
Take a deep
I'm
breath.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I have hopefully this is what your situation is. And if not, wherever you are, you're alive, you're breathing. Hopefully you have the ability to move your body. You can hear, you can see. You have food in your refrigerator. You can go get a glass of water. Those are things that I always go, okay.
That we take for granted.
We take for granted. And you go, okay, I'm going to get up, drink my glass of water, and I'm going to start my day with a positive
with
attitude.
With
purpose. Like, okay, what am I going to do? And it could be very small. Like, today I'm going to walk instead of taking the elevator. I'm going to go up the stairs. Or today I'm going to try that thing that I always wanted to, and I'm going to try it. I mean, there's so many levels. But I think for the first thing is that if somebody feels overwhelmed, they feel like they can't, they feel like too much is going on, you have at least that 1 minute where you can go, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like everything's going to be okay. No matter what, I have today.
Yeah. Just one small step.
And
so
tomorrow.
I love it. Well, we end every episode with a quote. So what is a quote that has either from your life when you were younger, when you were dancing, when you were starting the company, something that has been extremely helpful as a guide for you?
This quote, and I've actually read this quote many times from very young. I am not what happened to me. Right? I am. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you were so serious. I am not what has. I am not.
I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to be.
Okay, wait. Take 50.
1, 2, 3. So my quote that I've I mean, this quote is something that always came up in my life. And I think that it's relative because we didn't get much into my story, but
we can
I think that,
we can jump in.
We could jump in. I think that coming from my background and all the stuff that happened when I was a kid, I could be like, oh, well, this happened to me. I'm a victim of whatever. And, it could go on and on about all that stuff. And I think that ever since very young, this quote always stood out to me because I don't live in what happened in the past.
Right.
I just don't. And it has not, if anything, I've learned from it, which is really important. I try not to repeat anything that happened to me to repeat into my life or my children or anything. And I feel grateful for all the stuff that happened, even though it was messed up, even though it was like, oh God, I could write a book about it, or whatever.
Yeah. And should.
And right?
Yeah.
Maybe in the making. But this quote was, I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become.
I love that.
So
repeat it again.
Okay. I am not what happens. Girl. Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah. I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become.
Right.
And I think that always stood very strong with me because statistically, I was on the path of maybe possibly becoming a drug addict, being a teen mom, not having the means to do what I wanted to do in my life, being pulled into the streets, all that stuff, which people look at me and they go, oh, she looks like a white girl from Upper East Side. You know what I mean? And having that in my family, I was always blanquita. Like I was a blanquita, I think opportunity probably came easier to me.
Yeah.
And because of that privilege.
But it's what you did with sense.
It. Yeah. And it's what I did with it. And I think that we choose to either follow the path of what we find, what we know, as opposed to, you know what? I'm not going there.
No.
I'm going to do this. And with no fear, following with that ambition to be the opposite is what I lived by,
Yeah.
And, always embracing, like, I embrace what happened to me. I embrace where I come from. Like, I feel so blessed and honored and all the stuff
Yes.
made me who I am.
Exactly. And you saw a fork in the road and you could have gone to the left, but you went to the right.
Honey, I've ran far from that. And I was like, oh.
You're like, that's what we're not
That's what we're not doing.
That's what we're not doing.
That's what we're not doing. And that's what I will be very, very vocal about with my kids and let them know the difference and the what I come from and what it is. And I think, gratitude, like I said, living with gratitude is like everything because it can get you out of the most horrible places.
Yeah.
Like where you're like, oh, I'm lonely. I don't have it. And then you go, wait a second.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Look at you, Tracy. You got a podcast, looking fly. You're just doing your thing. And it's having the ability to have change. Like you can move on, change your trajectory, reinvent yourself.
Yeah. And then there's several chapters in everyone's life.
Totally.
And you just want to make sure that you're going in the right direction and make it a good transformation.
And not be scared that if it's not the right direction, you can change.
Right. You can tweak it. You can
never
tweak
too old.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. And
that went really fast.
It did. It went
very fast. No?
But thank you for sharing your story from New York to Mexico, from the stage to the studio. It's like so many things. I love every minute of it. And thank you guys for being here. I hope that this episode resonates with you.
I hope
that you can take. I hope that you can take at least one thing and just spend at least 15 minutes a day, like Lety said, and make some changes in your life. It won't happen overnight. But if something did spark something in you, please leave a comment and let us know. We would love to hear it. And I'll let you know how to get in contact with Lety.
You got to.
Yes,
hello.
honey.
I have Instagram.
Instagram. She got
I got a platform. I'll be on Facebook.
She has it all.
I have
the definitely. Listen, she has everything, and I will definitely share it all with you.
But look.
Oh, this morning.
Here's the thing. Excuse me. Anyways, so no. But
what happened was,
if you're interested in exercising with me, okay, my digital platform is called Sersana Home. Okay. Now here's the thing. You work out with me, you're gonna learn Spanish, and you'll be ready for the NFL halftime show with Bad Bunny.
Listen.
Because it's Spanglish Spanish.
Okay. He let us have it. He was like, well, guess what? You have 4 months.
4 months. No, but for real. Like the thing is with the platform, it's in Spanish, but it's very, very easy to follow.
Okay.
And we have tons of different types of exercise.
And just for clarity, is any of it in English?
Yeah, there are classes in
That's
English.
what I'm saying. I thought I saw that.
You'll find it with me.
Yeah.
And we have prenatal, postnatal. I have a program right now for perimenopause and menopause. It's called Menofit Method.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It just started on the platform. It's the 12-week program.
So you have something for everyone.
I have something for everybody.
Yeah. I know the majority of
even
people.
Adults.
Well, I was going to say,
adults.
I know that the majority of your clients are women, but there's men.
No, it's
as well.
mixed.
Yeah,
it's mixed.
Perfect.
The majority of my clients were women, but now it's all mixed. Now the Menofit program is just for women.
Yeah.
But on the platform, you'll find strength training, functional training, resistance training. You'll find, classes just for the booty, just for the abs. You know, like
Yes.
it's a pretty good mix.
I love
So
that.
I needed to say that. I forgot
No,
to
she
say
did.
that.
Ay, Dios mío.
Lety Sersana on Instagram. Sersana Method, honey.
Get it. He's getting it. Oh, listen.
I know.
No, it's going to be a great community for them.
Yeah.
And so I hope that you guys keep expanding, keep growing, keep breaking through, because we are just getting started. And
Yes, let's do a pop-up in New York.
no,
Leave a
yes,
comment.
for sure.
Leave a pop-up.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we
Let's
could
do
do a
it.
pop-up in New York, and I could give you guys a week of Sersana.
Okay. So now we're going to hold you to that.
Okay,
Plus,
I'm ready.
You should have like something that can be able to share with them. We'll talk about it, like a little like.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I can give them access to
Cool.
something.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Love you,
Mwah.
Tracy.
Love you.